Hey everybody, Carl here. Welcome back to Trails in the Sky, the third, where we are starting right in the middle of some action here. We are inside a moon door where we are exploring Scheherazad's day of becoming a senior bracer, meeting Aina, defeating mysterious men in the city. Whoa. Well, it looks like we're fleeing into the sewers, so let's catch up with Carl from the past. It's no use. It's locked. Out of the way. I'll get it open. Should I use another of those canisters? I've got pepper ones too. Pepper? You make these things yourself? I got a few original blends of my own, yes. They were originally just white smoke grenades. For example, there's this one. It contains powdered laughing mushrooms. Never tried it though. You think it works? You don't need to find out now. You might get blown back in here. It won't budge. Someone bring an axe. I'm gonna have to smash it open. Ah, damn bitch. Phew. It looks like we bought ourselves some time. What were you thinking? What kind of insane maniac just uses a smoke grenade or mustard gas canister or whatever it was? You shouldn't even be making that kind of stuff. I thought you were a high-class lady. Truly? But it helped us get to safety, didn't it? Well, yeah, but still. Where did you even learn to make those things? My grandfather loved collecting books. He had his own personal library in the mansion. I learned all kinds of useful things from there. I take it you're not much of a book enthusiast yourself, so you probably wouldn't have read any of the things I have. There's a famous spy novel I remember reading, and has a scene in it where the protagonist makes their own smoke grenade. She learned it from a book? I take it back. Miss Rich is written all over her naive face. Look, let me make this very clear for your own good. You might have gotten us out of a dangerous situation earlier, but you got lucky. Don't expect that to happen a second time. Don't go getting cocky just because you picked up some mildly useful knowledge from a book that may or may not have even worked. I don't want to see you doing anything like that again. Are we clear? Yes, of course. That's all. Let's get going. Being in sewers like these always brings back unpleasant memories. Feels like my instincts are coming right back, though. Why did she suddenly go silent? Did I say something to annoy her? Let's move. When they come back, they'll get that door open in no time. But be careful. Stay close to me. There are bound to be monsters here. Right. Oh boy, wait for it. Bene. Nice. We're in the sewers now, escaping the men in black. Not so nice after all, and it's not her papa who's died, it's her grandpapa. Alright. Okay. Oh, this combat music's been a while. Mad snail, let's go. Can I flee? Can I not flee? I probably can flee, because I'm not Kevin, but I don't know if I should try that theory. Ah! Good job. Beat those snails. Just like that. Dude, this kind of feels like Joshua and Estelle's first mission. Just down in the sewer. Simple attacks. Beaten up. Snails. Rats. All of that. Nice. Almost level 11. Yes. Let's just go get him. Kapow. Schmack. Oh. Superior quickness. Let's see you quicken your way out of death. One more battle. We gotta level up. Alright, so there's no treasures or anything that's worth getting. I'm just gonna try to all run, but they are aggressive over here. Let's go over here. Oh, we gotta get back to the guild, methinks. Oh no, those guys can kill. Don't want to die to that. Don't want to die to that. Tear bomb? What do I count this under? Huh? Hold on, do I have like a section of my sheet for... Wait, does this count? I was expecting to find a chest in a vision. What is going on? So 126. You take joy in yanking out others' insides. 126. We'll see. Not sure if that counts, but wait, we've gotten that one. Not that I think it's not... Wait, so I probably should be going through the sewers properly to make sure I get all the oh my... What if there's like a piece of the important trails in the chest in the sewers here? Oh, this is... I am actually at a loss for words right now. Dude, Aina, you gotta work on your accuracy with that suitcase right there. Use some of your grenades. Use some mustard gas, why don't you? There we... Oh, dude. Good job. Dead. Scherazard learned Sadist Whip? Dude, sweet! I got my S-Break! What is going on? Okay, because here's secret entrance to the castle, but obviously that's not a thing. This, okay? I'm gonna write down on my notes. Sewers. So we got 1 tear bomb. So I heard you like chests, you pervert. It's not like that, I swear. Just got surprise attacked by an egger and a guy that could probably death blow me, and that would suck. Don't death blow me. Or her. I could probably flee. I could. But I'm not gonna flee. I'm scared. So battle skip. Oh, wow. Hold on. I might not need to. We're actually doing quite well. Punch that egg. Punch that egg. Thought it was going to take longer. Punch that egg. There we go. Aina's looking rough. There's no other way of recovering her health, though. Oh, I can't heal her. I need to heal her in combat, of course. I don't have access to her in the party. Okay. We gotten 2 chests in this section. Are they, like, counting? So far, they haven't counted, but the statistic don't always save until you do something specific. Okay. He's coming for me. So I came from up there. Now one could go down and around. Yeah. I need to lower this wall. I'm guessing we'll need to find some way through this door to get to the west block. There should be some way to open it nearby. Let's start looking and stick close to me. Oh my, that's kind of romantic, don't you think? In what way is anything in this situation romantic? It's a little romantic. Okay. So we came from here. And the lever won't move? Is it not budging? Stay quiet for a minute. I'll handle this. Scherazard removed a rock from the bottom of the device and placed her hand inside. Nice. Wow. You really are amazing. But not for this. This isn't all that different from breaking into a safe, to be honest. Really, though. You shouldn't be impressed by these kinds of things, or getting used to them. Why? There's some things in life you're just better off not knowing. And some things you're better off not being able to do. The entire town smelled like a rotting, open drain, and was reviled even for a slum. The people who ended up there were largely those who couldn't be accommodated in a prison, those who'd been driven out of the cities, or children who had been abandoned there like yesterday's garbage. I did whatever I had to do in order to survive and to live to see another day. Picking pockets at every opportunity was a habit I picked up from a very young age. Anything that caught my eye, I took. But even then, I didn't end up with enough to live on. There were always men there who made their living by taking from people like me. The surest way to make money was stealing from the safes of the rich when they were out of their mansions. The residential area full of wealthy people on the other side of the river, accessible through an underground sewer, was a perfect target for this. Every time I felt hungry, I sneaked inside one of the mansions and made use of the skills I felt like I'd known since the day I was born. The most important thing to remember when doing this was not to take everything in one go. Instead, the key was to take only a small amount each time, enough to get by, but not enough for the mansion's owner to notice anything was gone. With a simple piece of wire, I had access to enough mirror to live for a couple more weeks. Before I knew it, I was doing it every day, building up a stockpile of money instead of simply taking what I needed in the short term. And boy, I paid the price for it. I had it all taken from me by the men of the slums and ended up being kicked and stomped on until I coughed up blood. Everyone did what they did, or they say they did as much anyway, so that they could keep living on. Always pretending to be desperate as an excuse to live by any means, but always taking the easiest road they could find. The town I lived in was devoid of energy, but full of filthy humans like them, and like me. Again and again I thought about giving it up. Again and again I said to myself that I wanted to stop. I couldn't do it. I hated myself for what I was doing. I hated the fact that I couldn't stop. It was because I didn't want to return to that life. I ended up becoming a bracer. Because if I didn't, I was scared I would end up right back where I was. The troop had saved me from that place and had made me into a respectable human being. When I lost them, I was afraid. One thought stood out above all the rest. No matter how much I tried to forget, no matter how used I became to my new life, no matter how much I tried to deny it, I was yesterday's garbage from the slums, and nothing I could do would change that. And that's it, really. One day, I'm sure I'll end up returning there. That's why I need to be strong. To stay strong. What job I do doesn't even matter. Anything I can pour my heart into that'll let me live an honest life is fine. Anything that keeps my mind off the past. Anything that lets me keep the ugliness in my heart at bay. If it makes me strong without relying on others, then it's fine. It's fine. I need to be strong. Stronger than anyone. Stronger than anyone. But am I? Am I really doing all right in my new life? Am I really getting stronger? Am I, Lucy? Miss Scheherazade? Are you all right? You're looking very gloomy all of a sudden. It's nothing. I'm fine. As soon as I finish this job, Kurt will give me the last recommendation I need. I can finally become a real bracer. Then no one will be able to tell me I'm not strong. I won't let them. I will be strong. Anyway, we're leaving. Wait a second. Miss Scheherazade? As soon as I finish this job. Well. Better. Alright, diving into some heavy Schera stuff. We're continuing on in the sewers for now. We could go there, I am going to just fade to black right here and go look for any missing treasure chests and try not to die. Aha! Serum powder. Wow, that's kind of fun, actually. Awesome. Let's chest bump. Alright. It's weird. It's a weird mental image I have. But we're going on. Is there anything more we've missed? And there we go. Another tear bomb. So tell me, how effective was that expired medicine? There should be... There we go. Another one. I don't know why I say should be. I have no clue. I'm empty now. But when I was younger, adventurers couldn't keep their hands off me. I bet. Okay, I think that was us properly getting all the chests in the sewers? At least this part of the sewers. Let's make our way back to that transitionary area. Okay, here we go. Also got a level 13 Sherazard now, so she's feeling really strong. I'm not getting any more experience for fighting battles. Or I am, but very little. Tear bomb. If you wanted that badly, you could have asked. Okay. Still, it just feels right, but it doesn't seem... Oh, the chest phrases are counting. Oh, that's gonna... Okay, that's gonna mess up my statistic. If who cares? Who cares? We're getting all chests, baby. I made a promise to you. Are we out? But I didn't check the other hallway. No. Ooh. That's fine. Guess it's locked. I know it is. Just shut up. You'll break my concentration. Oh, my bad. Sherazard took out a wire and inserted it into the keyhole. It's a beautiful sunset over Grancel. And we made it to Connor in the West Block. Phew, we're finally back on the surface. It's evening, too. That took longer than I thought it would. We should hurry. Of course. Are you alright, though? What? You look kind of pale. Are you feeling tired? Maybe we should rest a little before moving on. I'm fine. I've had enough training to handle this level of physical activity, thank you very much. Don't underestimate the stamina of a bracer. I suppose you're right. I'm sorry. Wait, what the hell? She was never more than a few steps behind me at any given moment. How is she still fine? She never seemed out of breath, even when we were being chased by those guys, come to think of it. I feel like there were a few times when she was even ahead of me. Uh-huh? What is up with this girl? Is this like nothing to her? Are you absolutely sure you don't need to rest? I do have a few snacks on me. Would you like me to share some? It's okay. I'm definitely fine. Right now, we need to focus on getting to the guild so we can hide out there. Food breaks can wait. We might have run into a lot of trouble on the way, but the request was to show around the capital. I've done that. Now all I need to do is get back to the guild and this request is done. I win. Come on, get a move on. I still feel like it would be a good idea to rest at least a little, though. Are you certain you're alright? How many times do I need to repeat myself before you get the message? Angry voice. It's kind of coming from liberal news, so it could be Niall or it could be a man in black. I'm just gonna do a... To hell with it all! Oh. Hide! I was up all night working that damn story. All night. Who the hell does Noticia think she is? The better the scoop, the hotter it needs to be caught. Does she think I don't know that? Arr! What do you think he's talking about? I've got no more idea than you do. Maybe he's using some kind of code like those men from earlier. He couldn't be one of them, could he? Do you think he could be? Damn it all! I can't be sure. Just look at his eyes, though. He doesn't look like a man who makes an honest living to me. I see what you mean. We've come this far. There's no way I'm letting us get caught now. We need to proceed carefully and deliberately. Let's see if we can find another route. If I remember correctly, that house over there is empty. This way, follow me. What's the plan here, Schera? For Eiryos' sake, if I could get conclusive evidence, I would have done it already. You two patrol the area at the bottom of the stairs. I'll take the area at the top. Understood. Dude, they give you no time to read this text. Maybe because of the high frame rates? Bah, guess I have to call on Raymond again. Wait, he works at the villa now, doesn't he? Just my luck. That's ages away. I can't believe I had to shell out 3,000 mirror for more photo cores because of that brat. I swear this job is bad for my blood pressure. I need more nicotine in me. Uh-oh. They're still going. Come on, why are there still so many of them going around? How could we get to the guild like this? I think we're gonna have to spend the rest of the night here, unfortunately. It won't need to come to that. I think if I can find a good opening, we can force our way through. It's just a case of finding one. I don't think that's a good idea. We need to be careful and rest while we can. As logical as that sounds, I'm not buying it's a real reason. Get a grip, Schera. I can't let my emotions get the better of me. There's no guarantee we're even safe here, you know? I still think the safest option in the long run is to get to the guild, no matter what we have to do to get there. Hey, where do you think you're going? I think the second floor is a better place to rest than the first. We'll find it easier to escape from here than we would from below. This should be a good spot. Wait one damn minute. This is your safety we're talking about here. You could stand to listen to me. Those men will be patrolling carefully for the rest of the night. They aren't going to give you the opening you want, or at least I don't believe they will. We've made it this far, so I think it would be best for us to rest tonight and resume trying tomorrow. Don't you? Trying to do what? Pardon? You're still hiding something, aren't you? For one thing, you're awfully familiar with this city for someone who claims it's your first time here. You also seem to know a lot about these men and what they will and won't do too. What exactly are you really after? It's plain as day at this point that you want more than just not to be caught by them. If that wasn't the case, you wouldn't have asked to be shown around the capital. Not that I think that's what you want either. What's your real goal? Well, no answer? The work we do is based around trust. We can't accept requests from people who won't tell us what they're up to, or who knows what kinds of crimes we could be abetting. Go on. The whole thing about that inheritance was all a big fat lie, wasn't it? Something about you've been setting off alarms since we started running around together. Strike that, since you first came to the guild. Why did you lie to me? The story about the inheritance is true. I swear it. I want to go to Grancel Castle. I really am the one to whom my grandfather gave his fortune. But I haven't finished the necessary procedures to truly inherit it yet. Until I complete the required paperwork in Grancel Castle's administrative room, I'm not legally allowed anything. And that's why there are so many of those men in black around that area. All of my relatives know exactly what I need to do, you see. So they're trying to make sure I can't do it. Still, if I don't keep trying to move forward, I'll... What a mess. Well, okay. For argument's sake, let's assume that I believe all of what you just said. Why am I only hearing about it now? That is... You thought I'd want in on that money, didn't you? If I did and I knew everything, I'd have all the opportunities a greedy girl could dream of to take it when together with you. That's what you thought I'd do, isn't it? I'd play along and then steal it all for myself the second a chance presented itself. Do I look like that much of a scumbag to you? No, you don't. That's not it at all. After I lost grandfather, I lived all on my own. But the second his will became public, I had crowds of people descending upon me. People who, like you said, were interested only in claiming his fortune for themselves. They all started to live in mine and my grandfather's house, and before I knew it, my once peaceful life was shattered. One day, someone would push me down the stairs. Another, I'd taste something funny in my food. These kinds of things began happening on a regular basis. Legally, they were my relatives while I was a minor, so there was very little I could do. I tried reasoning with them at first, but in the end, I had no choice but to leave home myself. I wandered the highways alone, going from place to place and trying not to be discovered. But I knew that while I could hopefully avoid being caught that way, I'd eventually just be declared as missing and presumed dead. Besides, after I left once, even if I did go back home, I knew I'd be promptly locked up somewhere and reported as still missing regardless. Grandfather's will would be declared as invalid in time, and my relatives would blissfully share their newly bequeathed wealth between them. I hated the thought of that happening. That was why I decided to return here to the capital. Even if it's the last thing I do, I will formally inherit what he wanted me to. That was why I decided to try and get an escort from someone I could trust. So it's not that I don't think I can trust you. Not at all. And, I will admit that wanting to explore the capital was a lie. I'm sorry for deceiving you. You're a grade A moron. I'm sorry. You could have said all of this from the beginning and saved us a lot of headache. If I'd known what you were trying to do, I would have been able to formally escort you where you want to go to. The guild would have been the safest place for you to hide out too. We wouldn't have ended up in this dump instead. I suppose you're right. I was just scared. I'll never be able to forget what I saw that day. What I saw in the eyes of everyone who gathered to hear that will read. The horror I felt when I saw it. Madness, insanity, cold, murderous light. Emotions that no one can explain, that no one can put into words. It wasn't visible for long before they managed to push it back below the surface and out of sight. But it was still there. Because now, I believe that's something that all of us possess naturally. Human beings are capable of limitless cruelty. Every one of us. And that realization's left me terrified of us all. It's not that I don't trust bracers. It's just that I've been so scared. I'm so sorry. I know I shouldn't have wasted your time with any of this. I should never have gotten you caught up in all of this when you were busy enough already. Just forget that Listen. Huh? It's my policy to give 100% to all work I undertake. Don't underestimate me. I'm the one who should be apologizing to you. I wanted to be strong and to live with my head held high. I still believe I was right to feel that way, and yes, I've lived my hardest until now. You made me notice that there's something wrong with my attitude. I'm not going about it the right way. And it's made me realize anew that I want to be able to keep living with pride in my every step. So no more saying sorry, okay? I want to see this job through to the very end. All right. One last stretch, ladies. Ba-bum-bum-bum. So where was it in Grancel Castle that we need to go again? The administrative room. The deadline for submitting the paperwork is noon. Noon? Noon today? That barely leaves us any time at all. Why are you only telling me this now? It has to be filed within a month of the deceased passing away. That's the law here in Liberl, apparently. Oh, right. I never was much good at this legal stuff. But Kurt knows it all by heart, though. He did seem like the type who might. Let's get going. We don't have any time to waste. As long as we do what we discussed earlier, we should be able to handle this. We're getting inside the castle, and they're not going to stop us. Miss Sherazard, I really am glad that you were the one who undertook my requests. The more time I spend with you, the more I realize you're really someone dependable, who relies on their own strength to live. You're blowing my merits out of proportion, I think. Also, can we stop with the Miss Sherazard now? The way you say it, it just makes my name sound ridiculously long. Does it? It does. It feels like our conversations take twice as long as they should because of it. Well, if you insist. And now you know all there is to know about what I want to do. So I would like to formally request again that you escort me to Grancel Castle. You got it. You'll get there. I promise you that. Thank you. And we're in control. That was a wholesome little evening right there. I am, however, gonna just check out and see that I didn't miss anything in said sewers right here, which would have been here. This leads out. This leads over here. This... Oh, I did! Found Tear Bomb! Sorry, but the legendary item drops in another chest. Our 7th chest in these sewers. Okay, nice. Cool. Not sure if this is worth anything, but yep, there we go. All done. Now I'll go through this conversation once more. Okay, let's get our butts out of here, shall we? Do you want to go inside or rest a bit? Ah, I can rest. That's cool. Are we gonna need that? We're gonna have battles in this. Oh, Connor! Connor! I was beside myself when I'd read about Saul Holden's passing in Liberl News yesterday. I knew he was well known for being rich, but I don't remember ever reading his age anywhere. I didn't realize he was that old. Anyways, back to my croissant. Hello there. Interested in having breakfast here? We're best known for our curry and our coffee. I'll hardly recommend them both. You got any special magical weapon made from like Sumerian ore? That'd be pretty cool. Liberl News Service. Welcome to the Liberl News Service. This is reception, while the second floor is the home of our editorial department. Let's go upstairs. Hello. That Niall, he really doesn't seem to understand. There's no way he could have printed an article like that as it stands. He's just so good-natured that he seems to have a habit of getting far too wrapped up in a single opinion or piece of information. I'm sure he'll come to understand eventually, but for now... I'm off to go and meet with someone in a minute. Not just anyone either. A famous reporter who once received a Pulitzer Prize. It's been a long time since we last met, too. Can't wait to see the guy. Yesterday's editorial meeting was a disaster, to put it lightly. I can understand how frustrated Niall must feel, though. He finds some incredible stories, but they never end up getting printed. Both Noticia and the editor-in-chief are really strict with him, too. Poor guy can't catch a break. Bum, 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 bum. Let's head on down. Dorothy's got a bright future ahead of her, though. That much we know. My husband's hobby is quite an unusual one, isn't it? I think it's lovely, though. If you ask me, being able to spend time surrounded by natural greenery is the definition of bliss. I do research on the cultivation of crops, you know. It's not a full-time occupation or anything, though. It's just something I do as a hobby. Alright. Have fun, Pesca. Going on. Hey, Percy! Does Duncan. Look the same. Phew, that's the leak all fixed. Now to head out and do a good day's work. Ah, yes, Duncan's origin story. The guy who's with Edel, whose name is Cigaro. Yeah. Hey, did you know it's almost time for the Archbishop's sermon to begin? I should get going over to the cathedral. God, dude, I can't miss that. Nobody enjoying a nice day at the cafe? What happens if we go up here? Any men in black around? Get them. If you head over to the port, you can see all kinds of foreign ships there. They come in from Azealia Bay, passing through the Rubine River along the way. There's lots of large cargo ships too. It's hard to get bored just watching them all. This way leads to Grancel Port. Are you tourists interested in taking a look around? Yes. Wait, this is the way to the port, not the castle? That's right. I did actually consider the possibility of using a boat to reach Grancel, but I'm not sure that'd be such a good idea. The last thing we want is to get shot by the soldiers guarding it. That's a good point. Let's go to church. Father, can you help two girls in need? Sisters of the church sure are amazing, aren't they? They spend their days offering prayers to the goddess so that we might be able to live our lives in peace. What a wonderful job. May. Did she become a sister? Sister May. There's something familiar about that. Maybe I'm imagining. Sister Noah. This cathedral is one of the oldest buildings in Liberl, incidentally. It stood there for hundreds of years, acting as a guiding light for people of this nation for generations. It's also very large, which makes cleaning it all a mega pain. I can imagine. Nilsson? Oh, who might the two of you be? The sound of your footsteps is unfamiliar to me. I presume this must be the first time we've met. Yes, it certainly is. Am I correct in assuming that you must be visually impaired, sir? Yes, I am. If you'll forgive me for saying so, you're a rather unusual pair, aren't you? One of you is a bracer, I believe. Haha, there's no need to be so surprised. The air you have about you reminds me of other bracers I know, that's all. I may have lost my vision, but that allowed me to see things in a way I couldn't before. Really? That's incredible. Isn't this the same guy who was on the ship at the very beginning? I'm due to meet someone here. I'm just waiting for them to arrive. Planning on doing some research on Liberl while I'm here too. After all, this is a nation now known for repelling the mighty Erebonian Empire. I'm eager to see if I can find exactly where that strength came from. Haha, this should prove to be some very interesting research. Is this the guy the editorial chief is meeting with? Perhaps. Strange place to meet, but perhaps that's just a theory. Many people came flocking to this cathedral in search of safety during the 100 Days' War, too. That's no surprise, of course. To the people at the time, Grancel, protected by the Annenberg Wall, was their final hope. At times, all of us lose our way. That in itself is nothing to be feared. What is truly terrifying is not noticing that it has happened, or realizing and willingly turning one's eyes from that truth. It may be necessary at times to pluck up the courage to look back at the path we've tread. Still, there is nothing to be afraid of in doing so. Eidos will always show us the way if we look to her. Indeed. Okie dokie. That is the chapel all freaking checked out, which leaves General Morgan's house. Right in here. What should I do, though? First, you need to try and calm down. How about starting by giving some thought on what to call the baby? What to call it? I can't think of anything at all. I'm so useless, and at a time when my help's needed the most, too. Rachel's in her final month of pregnancy now. My husband should be coming over from Hawking Gate any day now. I can hardly wait to see my grandchild. Oh, damn. Hello? Whoa, hello? Yes, I understand. I'm sure everything will be fine. Irving, you got nothing to worry about. I'm right here with you. So, we're seeing the mom of little... What's her face? What is her face? You know who I mean. Wow, it's beautiful. It's great. It's all coming together. Origin story, literal origin story for the girl whose name I really should remember. I'm so tired. I guess I'll just go up there and have breakfast in the coffee house. Let's go. Oh, are we stopped by the guild after all? No, we don't have time for that. I doubt Kurt will be there even if we were to call there either, given the time of day. Let's just get ourselves over to Grancel Castle. I was just curious. Okay. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Let's go. North Block. Ba-da-dum-ba-dum-ba-da-dum. Oh boy.
Wow, your clothes are so black. They're really cute.
Who the hell are you? You're in our way. Get lost. Shoo.
You're both dressed the same too. Is that your uniform?
Who is this kid? Ugh, my head. Must have had way too much to drink. I feel like I'm forgetting something important too. Nope, can't remember. Guess it can't have been anything too important.
Can I take a photo of you?
Like hell you can. Get out of our side. You can't leave our posts. Consider yourself lucky, kiddo. We'll let you leave this time. So go play somewhere else. Huh. I knew you'd come eventually. Today's your last chance after all.
Nyan!
You're kidding me. A cat? No, wait a sec. Might be something else inside. Don't let your guard down. I know. There they are! Too late! Preemptive attack on these bad boys. I am so ready. So I can whip you boys hard. But I think I'm gonna use my CP for doing some area attacks instead. Let them group up and then hit multiple at once. Let's go. Or just slap him. I'm so powerful now. I'm level 13. Can't stop me. Yep, you tried. Alright, I'm going for it. Slap. 64. Alright, still doing damage to her. Try firing at me. I want to see how much you do to me. My def has gone up quite a bit. Yeah, try to hit me. Oh, wow. Alright. Take him down.
Oh, are we done already?
Very good. This isn't good. Now's our chance, Aina. All right. Ugh, there's some more of them. No. Oh, is this the uncle? Nice of you to finally show yourselves. Or is this the leader? Ah, it's just the leader. What's the holdup? Why haven't you made an example out of them yet? Our client's waiting. Get a move on. It's broad daylight in Grancel! Why is nobody helping me? You're really gonna regret messing with us, kids. I hope you don't expect to just be able to walk away after showing yourselves. First, I'm gonna kill you. The other young lady can live a while longer. She's still useful. As long as we can get her to write her own will, it'll save us having to forge one later. You really think this will be that simple? Huh. If you think saying that is gonna nerve us, you got another thing coming. Aina, you can still run, right?
Yes.
I'll take all of these guys on myself. While I'm doing that, you run.
What? You can't take this many opponents on yourself and have any chance of winning. You'll...
Not gonna beg for mercy, I take it. You've got something you need to do, and so do I. So let's just do them. Don't worry about me, as if I have any intention of dying here. What are you even talking about? Damn you! Go, Aina. But... I said go! Young man's voice. I don't know, is Grant back in town or something? You seem to be having a little trouble over there, Scherazard. What? It's Kurt, man. It's Kurt, man. Who the hell are you? Kurt? What are you doing here? I just didn't associate Kurt with a young man's voice. I mean, he is a young man, but like... Have you forgotten that I'm affiliated with the Grancel branch of the guilds? I see nothing odd about my presence here. Well, I know, but... I'm happy that you seem to have realized exactly what it is that you must do. I can't say I'm as pleased about how willing you appear to throw away your life without first exploring other options. I'm sorry. I can't entirely fault your decision from the perspective of a bracer, but I would like you to give a little more attention to your surroundings. I'm well aware that you seem staunchly opposed to relying on others. But take a good look at the situation you're currently in. Tell me exactly what it is that you should really be doing. Kurt, can you take care of things here for me? Certainly. Oh, let's go, Kurt. Let's go, Kurt.
Go!
It's time to show off. Yeah.
Rise, storm, from the space between sky and sea.
Yeah. Get wrecked. Bah, 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 bah. Die, 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 die. Now, Aina. Right. They're getting away. Half of us should be enough to take care of this guy. Everyone else. Ugh! What? Sorry for the delay, Kurt. Oh, dude, is that Gundalf? Oh my gosh! That's a freaking Gundalf. Is this Gundalf? I don't quite remember his name. Not at all. I've largely taken care of them as it is. It's freaking Gundalf! Huh. You sure do fast work. Though I'm more surprised to see that obstinate young lady finally came to her senses. When she was with the Scythe branch, it was more like a wild boar, always charging forward without stopping to take a look around her. I've always known she has what it takes to be an excellent bracer. She'd merely lost sight of something important and needed to be put back on track. Given the opportunity, she was always perfectly capable of doing so. She'll be able to get much stronger than she is now that she's righted herself. I'm sure of that. To be young again. Quit acting like we're not even here. Kill them both! Dude, Kurtz. The only Trails character I've had a dream about. Not Kurt, sorry. Gundalf. I got confused. They're sure taking their time. The hell are they even doing? Now, there's no need to be so hasty. Capturing her isn't even necessary to the plan as far as I'm concerned. As soon as the noon bell chimes... True as that may be. Sure, that would invalidate the will and ensure she doesn't get all the money. It also means you have to share it with everyone else. Which means our share will end up going down. I kinda like to avoid that if we can. Don't you worry. We got plenty of options. Remember, you're only dealing with a single young girl.
What? Uncle? Why?
Oh dear. What are you doing here, Aina? I keep telling you how dangerous it is to go venturing outside. And alone at that. You blind old man? She's near alone. Oh, I can see you. Getting in my way. It's like they don't even care if they kill Aina in the process. That wasn't a very good shot. I take it marksmanship isn't exactly your forte. Sorry, sir. Sherazard, what is it? Let's just force our way through here. We don't have time to mess around. Got it. It's time to come along home, Aina. Everyone's waiting for you, you know. Oh, Uncle's going down. He is such a dead man. Gentlemen, if there was ever a time to whip a man,
Someone's been naughty.
someone's been naughty. I don't like where that camera zooms, but we're going with it still. Bam, 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 bam. Get wrecked, sir. My money. Oh, it's just grace out of existence. All right, they're coming up. They're coming up. Oh, you gonna fight me? Shall fight you. Oh, good action line there, Carl. All right. Might have been cool to see what the uncle would do in combat, but man, he needed a whipping, okay? There's no two ways about it. I'm getting wrecked. I'm getting extremely wrecked, and I wish you would do something to help me, Aina. There we go. Take care of him. And then you... Oh, boy. I should have healed. I should have healed. I should have healed. I should have healed. I should have... Yes! Shoot the civilian. Please. Thank you so much. I'm a good bracer, I swear. I'm gonna pop serum powder on myself. Now, you're really in trouble. Heavy armor piercer, you say? Oh, well. You will try. Dun, 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 dun. Bind whip. Pow. Let's do it. Someone's been naughty. Bam, bam, bam. Good night.
Oh, are we done already?
Yeah. Very good. Boy, did he rub me the wrong way. Can I give him another crack with my whip? Just leave him. Can't even bring myself to feel anything towards him anymore. I still don't think he was originally a bad person, though. He'll come around when the whole inheritance matter is settled. You really think so? I think you're being naive, to be honest. He was trying to kill you, you know? If he does anything to cause trouble again, I'll hit him myself. With this bag. That sounds painful. Voice. Not sure. A guard? What are you doing? Oh. What are you doing or not doing? What in Adios' name happened out here? You there! Throw down your weapon at once! I'm from the Bracer Guilds. What? The guilds? Sherazard showed the soldiers her junior bracer badge. So you are. Still, what's a bracer doing here? Her Majesty may recognize the guild, but that doesn't make it all right for you to cause a commotion right outside the castle. I had reason to believe that these people were responsible for numerous criminal acts within the capital. I knocked them out for the sake of peace and order in Grancel and the safety of its people. So could you do me a favor and arrest them? I haven't covered that part yet. Well, very well. Ordinarily, we'd be taking you away with us as well, but I'll let you off this time. You know what to do. Right! Still, well, they may have gotten away without punishment this time. Don't expect to be so lucky next time you try and overreach your authority. Protecting the capital is our job, and we'll show no mercy to anyone who causes trouble, bracer or otherwise. Oh, it is? Cool. Can I ask another favor then? There are a bunch of their friends still in the city. You couldn't take care of those, could you? Of course, last I saw, Kurt was with them, so you probably won't have to lift a finger there either. You two, follow me. Sir! Sir! I'll never get used to dealing with the army. What?
Oh, I was just impressed by how much authority the bracer badge wields. You were kinda cool.
That was the first time I've tried using my badge like that, I'll have you know. But never mind my badge now. We're running out of time. We need to hurry.
Right.
Paperwork. Let's go.
Phew, we're finally here.
I can't believe a girl like you could actually keep up with me running full throttle. Anyway, get that paperwork done. Quickly. I'll be watching from here.
Okay. I'll be as quick as I can then.
Aina put her signature on the necessary paperwork. I'm really happy for you, Aina. Congratulations.
Scherazard? It looks like I need a witness to sign this.
A witness?
You wouldn't be willing, would you?
Sure. If you're okay with me doing it.
Of course I am, silly. In fact, I want it to be you.
Then I'd be happy to. I never thought the day would come when I would be called as a witness for something like this. Or that the day would come when I'd be able to proudly say I was a senior bracer. Or that I would be able to feel overwhelmed with pride over something in the first place.
The undersigned, Aina Holden, shall hereby inherit the property of Saul John Holden, as outlined in his last will and testament. Witness, Scherazard Harvey.
Thank you, Scherazard.
It's finally over.
That's this request wrapped up, right? Actually, no. There's one more thing I need to do.
We're still not done?
Could you possibly bring me an application form? I'd like to make a donation to Her Majesty's Welfare Foundation.
That's why she's not bawling when we see her. She did something good with her money. She helped the world. Oh. But I think she's gotten a taste for what bracers can do. Loving this. Loving this. A lengthy deep dive into Scherazard's transition to a senior bracer. And her first night drinking with Aina? Wait, how old is Scherazard? Because I know she's a little older than Estelle, but how much older? Maybe she's 5 years older, so maybe she's like just around the right age here to engage in what she's engaging in. But regardless, cheers. Cheers. Oop, oop. Gulp, gulp, gulp. I still can't believe you gave all of that money away. Okay, maybe you don't need all of it, but we'll still need some to live, right?
I suppose you're right. What I did was a little strange. But I made up my mind to do this from the very beginning as a matter of principle. When I said I didn't do any of this for the money, I meant it. Still, congratulations on becoming a senior bracer. I'm not sure what the difference between a senior and junior bracer is, but it's clear this is something you really worked for.
It means I have a lot more authority, but I got a lot more responsibility to go with it. It also means I get a nice new badge, but I was never interested in that personally.
Oh, really?
Yep. Okay, it's gonna be Kurt. I'm relieved to hear that. If only you were gunned off right now, but I guess Kurt will do.
I see you're finally beginning to understand the necessary mindset to be a bracer, Scherazard.
Crap, it's Kurt. This might look like alcohol to you, but it's actually water.
As today is admittedly a cause for celebration, I will turn a blind eye to your drinking tonight. Just don't go drinking so much that interferes with your ability to do your job.
Fine. What is it?
As you're fully aware, Scherazard, you're now a senior bracer, which means you must behave with more responsibility. That means I expect to see an end to you drinking in every free moment between jobs, day or night, and sneaking out at night for it too. I also expect to no longer discover that you've been taking advantage of the busiest times in my schedule to behave like a drunken lunatic.
Is that really what you usually do, Scherazard? You sound like a tried and true troublemaker. Don't say anything.
Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
There's no need for the sir, of course. We're both senior bracers now, which means we're both on equal standing. Why, I'm hardly even a veteran. I'm still very much a rookie.
Are you now? Says who?
Regardless, this isn't what I'm here to discuss. The matter I came for concerns your uncle, Aina. I came to make you aware of the fact that the Bracer Guild is capable of asking for leniency in its punishments. Hiring a Jaeger Corps for personal use carries a very grave punishment, you see.
A Jaeger Corps? Are you referring to those men dressed in black?
Yes, they're one of many corps that are known to be active here in Liberal. Recently, there have been many such corps making their way into the country, but they've been successful in finding work too. Hiring them is, of course, very illegal, but with the army as slow to act as they currently are, I've taken this chance to take care of them, though, so we shouldn't see any sign of any in the near future.
Take care of them? All of them? Now it makes sense. So it wasn't a coincidence that he showed up when he did. He's been investigating all of the Jaeger Corps in Liberal so that he could start an operation to wipe them all out. No wonder he seems so swamped.
The Jaegers in the country have been targeting wealthy individuals in hopes of getting them to sign contracts. There have been countless cases like this all around the country of late, with civilians getting caught up in it at a worrying frequency.
Goodness.
I believe the case we're dealing with here was no exception, in that it was the Jaegers who came to your uncle, rather than the other way around. It's hard to feel too much sympathy under these circumstances, but in a sense, your uncle was a victim in all of this as well. Kurt, my man. His hired goon tried to shoot Aina, and he's like, wow, you can't even hit a girl? You can't even hit a little girl with a machine pistol? What, you suck at marksmanship? Let's not... Victim, I don't know, Kurt. Okay, I'm gonna hold my tongue.
What? What are you trying to pull? Just because the Jaegers approached him and not the other way around, he's a victim? That he deserves to get off with a slap on the wrist? And Aina's supposed to be okay with that? He tried to kill her!
Schera, please calm down. There's no need to shout.
I'm sorry, but still.
No one is saying he doesn't deserve to be punished for his actions. All I'm here to say is that if, and only if, Aina wishes, the guild is able to request leniency in his sentencing. That is all.
Oh. Phew, you scared me for a minute.
You need to make your decision immediately. Questioning him will take roughly a week as it is, based on what I've heard. You bear no responsibility to even make any choice at all, so please don't feel as though you have to think long and hard about this. Just please be aware that the possibility to forgive him exists. That is all.
All right.
Incidentally, should you ever find yourself in need of assistance with anything in the future, the Bracer Guild is always available to aid you. We're certainly not omnipotent or infallible. We'll at least strive to do what we can to aid those who want our help.
Thank you. I'm really sorry for not telling you the whole story from the start, too.
Please, don't be. With the situation you were in, your reluctance is quite understandable. Furthermore, one who is worthy of being a full-fledged bracer should be able to tell roughly what a client wants just from looking at them. They should also not, under any circumstances, try to chase away a potential client in genuine need.
Ouch. I've still got a long way to go then, huh?
Certainly. But don't we all? Alright, I've said what I came to say, so I'll be excusing myself now.
Oh, really? You could stand to join us for one drink.
I'm afraid not. I still have my duties as guild receptionist remaining, after all. As for you, Schera, be careful you don't have too much water.
Crud. Why's he always gotta be so serious? Oh, actually, how about you, Aina? Can you handle your liquor? If you can, you should join me for a few drinks.
Well, alright then.
You're sure? Really, really sure?
Of course. You've done so much for me, so how could I refuse? Joining you for a few drinks is the least I can do.
Then let's get to boozing. Tonight's gonna be fun. I can't wait to see what a prim and proper girl like her looks when she's drunk out of her mind. This is going to be awesome. Well, cheers! I'd seen girls just like her on the other side of that river. Silky blonde hair, beautiful blue eyes, smooth skin. The blessed, blissful children on the other side, dressed like royalty and smiling like angels. Seeing them, I asked myself the same question over and over again. Why aren't I on that side? I envied them. I hated them. I both longed to be one of them and rejected their very existence. I knew the answer to my question from the very beginning. I despaired in myself. I always tried to avoid others getting too close, believing that to be what I needed to do in order to live. But I could never completely get rid of the tiny, lingering hope deep within my heart. That eventually, no matter how long it took, the day would finally come when I could smile from the heart. That the day would come when I would finally be able to accept and forgive myself for how I was. The next day, Aina visited the Bracer Guild and registered her desire for her uncle to be shown leniency in his sentencing. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to accompany her, having been drunk under the table by her the night before. Side story. Client finished. Heaven's Eye. 4,000 Mira. Oh boy, Scherazard, that was a lot to take in. Holy smokes. These moon doors. But that was a wonderful look into Scherazard, Aina, Kurt, dude, Dorothy as a kid. So much good stuff in that door right there. And there's a little dungeon romp too in there. It's crazy. Let's check out Heaven's Eye, because we got Eagle Eye, we have Falcon Eye. Heaven's Eye combines the effects of Eagle Eye and information. Dude, that is sweet. So pop that in there. I don't need information any longer. And Joshua can get something else. He could get a hit quartz. He could get... I'll do an evade quartz on him, I think. Fun stuff. Okay. Nice! That's that door done now that we have Schera with us. We also have Onalace, of course, and together we're going to be exploring this freaking fourth plane right here. There's only Grancel Fortress that now stands before us and completing the challenges set out before us. Is this really fourth plane music? Thought it wasn't. Doesn't matter. Here's what does matter. That I've been playing for a while and I have some other business to do today. But I've really enjoyed myself. I just get stuck in this. Been at it for 5 hours, and hopefully next time I'll sit down for another 5-hour session and have just as much fun. But until then, thank you so much for watching. I've been your host, Carl, and this has been Trails to Completion.